Greetings, people. In this reflection, we just want to look at our justice system, our security system, our correctional system. And we have to ask this very critical question, disturbing question. Is this the Nigeria we desire? Is this the Nigeria that you and I want? Is this the Nigeria that our children will continue to grow in? Is this the Nigeria that want to live to the next generation? In this one, we just look at one of the stories that are prevalent in the land, and that's about the story of Gospel Kinani. It's about a teenager who was alleged to have disappeared in 2007 at the age of 14. He just went out to play football with his friends. He didn't get to the football field, and later in the day, he was not found at home. The parents, relations, and neighbors searched all over for him, and they could not find him. Days went into weeks, weeks went into months, and it was considered probably he's dead. Probably kidnappers have killed him, probably ritual killers have taken him. And in the quest of this, the parents had to sell their land, every asset they had to make sure they continue the search. And in the stress and the trauma of that, two of them later passed on. So this video is not about attacking any individual or any particular institution, but it's about calling our attention to what's going on in the land. So that's why when you see something, do something and try to make sure you help to avoid any form of injustice in the land. So imagine in Nigeria, where a child, teenager, went out in the neighborhood to go and play with his friends, and he never returned home. Imagine waiting 1 day, 2 days, that went into weeks, week went into months, and month went into years. He was given up. Now, imagine that almost after about 2 decades, 18 years precisely, he was found to be alive in a correctional center in the land. That's why today we ask that profound question. Is this the Nigeria we know? Is this the Nigeria our forefathers left for us? And is this the Nigeria we desire? Is this the Nigeria we want to live for the coming generation? Now, the disturbing part is this. Reports indicate that the boy was never taken to court in all these 18 years in the correctional center. And when they checked, there was reportedly no case file for him. Then in the correctional center, no proper documentation, no judicial process could be linked to him. If these reports are accurate, one question echoes across the nation and in the minds of proper thinking Nigeria. How can someone lose nearly 18 years of his life, of his childhood, of his teenage, due to faulty process? Note that if this happened to one family, it could happen to another family, and who knows how many people this has happened to. This story is about Nigeria. It's about every father, every mother, every child, every citizen. The Nigeria we desire is one where every child can leave home safely and get home safely, and the parents will be at peace. In Nigeria, where no innocent person disappears without any justice system. In Nigeria, where law protects both the rich and the poor. In Nigeria, where security agencies can be trusted, and our institutional and our correctional centers can be trusted to take proper record and follow up on everyone that is there. Where accountability is not selective, and the question remains, is this in Nigeria we know? Is this the Nigeria led by our forefathers? Now, this check, this is followed up by Channels Television and another person that did a small documentary on that. Check it out.
Nigeria has many ways of failing its people, and this is one of the cruelest.
Look at this chaos.
Meet Gospel Uabari Kinani.
It's what they call freedom.
In 2007, he was just 14 years old. He left home to play football with friends and never came back. For months, his family turned River State upside down. Hospitals, police stations, morgues, they checked everywhere. No gospel. The search broke them. His parents sold their land, their property, everything they had to find their son. The pain and stress was too much. Eventually, both of them died from heartbreak. The world assumed gospel was dead too. Years passed. 18 long years. Then in 2025, out of nowhere, his older brother got a call. "We found your brother. He's in a correctional facility in Rivers State." For 18 years, Gospel had been locked up. A 14-year-old boy who went out to play. When they asked for his case file, there was nothing. No charges, no court record, no reason for his arrest. Just a child, forgotten behind bars. The worst part? Gospel lost himself in there. His mind couldn't carry the weight. He doesn't recognize his brother. He can't explain how he ended up in prison. The boy who left home to play ball is now a man who can't remember his own story. How does a child disappear into the system for 18 years without a case? Nothing? How many more gospels are wasting away in prison right now for? This is not just his story. This is a wake-up call for all of us. Nigeria, how do we fix this? How many innocent lives are we still losing to silence and broken systems?
7 gospel Kinani and Ogoni boy from River State mysteriously vanished after leaving his home. His parents sold their properties to fund a frantic search and ultimately died of heartbreak, presuming their only child was dead. He was locked away behind bars without a case file, official charges, or any record of an offense. A correction facility records check noted that he was brought in on June 9, 2010 on an awaiting trial warrant for armed robbery, but there was no substantive case or plaintiff on file. In July 2025, the Haven 360 Foundation discovered him during an outreach program. He was found to be severely mentally affected by the long-term incarceration. Through a jail delivery session, the River State Chief Judge formally discharged and freed him, as no legal basis for his imprisonment existed after almost 20 years. Gospel has been reunited with his surviving older brother, but requires ongoing medical and psychological care to help him cope with the trauma of his stolen youth.
Just to be clear, 2010 to 2020 is 10 years.
10 years.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's been away for 15 years.
15.
Gosh.
Yes, but he could not be found since 2007. It was in 2007 that he disappeared.
Almost 30 years.
So it was in 2010 that's
wow.
we now started. Oh well. So we have, the Haven Foundation. Those in charge of it, here with us. Cyrus Ono is a legal practitioner and founder of Haven 360 Foundation to talk about this case. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
On the program, and thank you for your work, really.
Thank you.
And then we also have Gospel himself, Kinani, the victim of the wrongful incarceration. He will join us online, and his other brother, Paul Kinani, is also joining us. Paul will pretty much be speaking for Gospel so that he can put this into better perspective for us, and of course, tell us what the family has been going through for these years. Welcome again. So let me start from the studio, really. Cyrus, tell us more about how you were able to latch on to this case and what was interesting about it that made you really, fight for justice for Gospel.
Thank you very much. Thank you once again for having me. You see, our foundation was founded based on the mandate to provide free legal representation for persons who are unjustly imprisoned. Many persons like Gospel, among other things the foundation does. And following our foundation activities, during one of our outreach programs, we came across Gospel Kinane. As a matter of fact, it was the inmates that were there that beckoned our attention to say, please, you guys have to see what you can do about this person. They told us about gospel that according to them, they came and they met him there. The people that they met, the imams that they met that have gone, told them, met the same gospel there. He had been there for 18 years. And apparently it's not stable, it's not coordinated, it's eating from the rubbish and all of that. So they said, what can you do for him? And that was sometime around late August 2024. Late August 2024 to September. And of course we asked for him. We're meeting, we're trying to engage him, but of course it wasn't really corresponding. But we kept on pushing, kept on persisting. So each time we go almost like 3 times every week. Go with our in-house psychologists and we just keep engaging him. And at some point, members of our team were like, why are we still doing this? Let's just let go of this person. We asked, what was this person? We asked the officials, what was this person? We don't know him. There's no record of him. But from the very first day, he was mentioning his name because he could mention his name. He would tell you, my name is Gospel Webari Kinane. But anything from there, it's gibberish. But he will tell you, my name is Gospel Webari Kinane. So it's like, this guy is mentioning his name to be Gospel. But so they don't have that name on the record and they don't know him to be that name. And it was a very, very difficult situation. We started writing petitions where we're engaging, bringing welfare supports, and all of that, trying to engage him too psychologically. We're trying to also see what legal thing we could do to get him out, because it was a very, very, it's more or less like a ghost existing inside the prison walls. And we felt this guy he has family, he has people. He didn't just fall down from the sky and landed here in the prison. What exactly is going on? And we wrote several petitions. And fortunately, my Lord, the Honorable Chief Judge of Rivers State, my Lord was very, very gracious. And he said, we just have to do something about this case. We just have to see what we can do to get him out. And we kept on persisting. But on a very particular day, while we engage, because each time we come, it gets better. Each time we come, it gets better, with the consistent engagement. And one day, he just mentioned the inmates, of course, were always around, we would discuss, and started talking, mentioned his name, mentioned the name of who's your people, do you know anybody? He mentioned John Kinane. We later discovered that was his late father. Of course, it was not where the father was dead. John Kinane. Where are you from? He was just talking, mentioning all sorts of communities, but we should not later discover to be in Ogoni, in Rivers State. So our foundation launched an investigation. Because, my Lord, and nobody's going to release him until there's some form of document. There have to be some form of documentation. So the question there was, if we release him, who do we release him to?
Right, but even at that, if he was not going to be released, or he was going to be released on document, what documentation? So, if he's there, there's no record in the correctional facility that he existed. So, So
that is the thing, that is the documentation we'll have to, maybe we need to get affidavits, probably get family members that will attest that, I know this person and all of that, because the fundamental question or the worry then was, if we release this person, who do we release him to?
You could just prompt him to tell us. He's been out for almost a year now. What does he have to say? He's experienced in the last 9 months or so, regaining freedom, and possibly his experience, what he went through when he was incarcerated wrongfully.
Okay, you can hear from him, but the health is not stable. He can talk to you in a reasonable manner, and sometimes not, but you hear from him. So you can talk to him now.
Yeah, even if it's just a little bit, let's just hear something, yes.
Go ahead, Gospel. What happened on the day you were taken?
Okay,
You mean they arrest me? They arrest me.
Say now police arrest you or who?
The police arrest me now. They put me into the car.
When they carry you go?
They carry me go station.
Which station?
The station where they carry me go now. But here in an office. So since we first sleep, nobody will not stop us. So we allow the lady and you to come at our side.
Someone comes cheap rich.
Where you did that time when they pick you?
We were along the road.
How many of them are them pick?
Only me.
How many of them are they there?
Only me.
Oh, you just there along the road and they just carry you like that. How old you be that time?
Yes, I be.
How many years? Yes.
14.
Jehovah. So, what do you want now? The lawyer with there say the matter they court. What do you want make government do now?
Government, they will pay you money now.
You know how long you were in this place before these heaven people came? How many years it be?
15 years.
15 years. Wow. Well, thank you for talking to us.